Welcome to Chef Debbie's Kitchen, where today I'm going to make one of my favorites from almost 40 years ago when we first got married. I used to make this little dish in a pie dish, and I call it turkey Mexi-Pie because I'm using ground turkey, and I started cooking some turkey here on my plate. I like to use turkey. You can use beef if you want to. I think it's nice to just eat the poultry. We get too much beef today, but do as you want. But I like to use the turkey. I also am doing it gluten-free because a lot of people have gluten intolerances, gluten allergies, and it's so nice to be able to have something that if someone is coming over and they have a gluten problem, or you want to bring a dinner to somebody, this is so nice because it's all done in a pie. And for a pie you need a crust and you need the filling. Starting the filling right here with my 1 pound of ground beef, that's sizzling, and I'm going to add a cup, yes, I love my onions. So I diced a nice size onion. That's about a good cup of onion. And we're going to let that mix well together. Okay, you can hear that sizzling, I hope. That's always a good sign. And I'm going to just drizzle a little bit of olive oil. I like to put my olive oil in. The turkey was a little on the watery side, so I did have to drain it a little bit. I'm just putting a little bit more moisture in there. And we're going to let that just kind of simmer down together while we come over here and do our crust, which I put into this bowl some nice yellow cornmeal. This is an extra fine cornmeal. And what I did is I went and bought some gluten-free. King Arthur makes it. You don't have to make your own mix. All-purpose flour. I put about 1/4 cup in here. I also put some baking powder and salt. And so now we're just going to mix this all together with some melted butter here. I got a couple tablespoons of melted butter. And I got a cup of hot water, not boiling water. And just mix that all together with your cornmeal. Ooh, that's mighty liquidy. Just stir that all around. Okay, we're going to add our tomatoes. I diced a nice fresh tomato that I just purchased. And we're going to lower this baby here a little. Now you can turn it into an Italian dish quite easily. As you can see, the similar ingredients: salt and pepper. And I'm making it a Mexi-Pie, so I'm going to add a little bit of chili powder. Not too much, because some people just have a real hard time with. There. Oh, that smells so lovely. And we're going to add one more ingredient in this part of the filling to our pie. Okay, and that's my chopped black olives. That. Oh, there we go. Now there is your filling for this dish. Oh, those pretty colors with the black and the red and the onion. And we're just going to let that simmer a wee bit. We've got our cornmeal. And we put our melted butter in there. And now we're going to put our cup of sliced cheddar cheese that shredded. Kind of hard. And I'm also going to put in some sliced olives. We got some extra cheese, so we'll put it there just so we don't forget. There is our crust. Look at that. And here I went and bought some 9-inch pans, the foil pans, which is perfect because in this case I'm going to give this away. If you didn't want to give it away and you wanted to make it to freeze, it's already in the tin. You don't have to worry about glass. You give it to somebody, they don't have to return it. Now that's it. We are going to pour our crust. Yes, this is our crust into our 9-inch pie dish. Look at that. Now I'm going to spoon our meat mixture into our pie dish. Yummy! Doesn't that look yummy? And we're just going to spoon it, kind of staying in the center of the dish, because what's going to happen, we hope, is we're going to have a nice crust of the cornmeal. Let me just spoon all this. That's a lot of meat. Oh my goodness. This is a amount to feed a good family of 6, I would say. Or if you're 2 people, you've got lots of leftovers. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to lightly, as you can see, I'm kind of, lightly pressing it down. Kind of making it like to stay in the center a little bit. There we go. Voila. Now we're going to stick this in. I have a preheated 400-degree oven, and we're going to bake it in that aluminum dish for about 25 minutes, and then we will have a taste. Well, we've baked our, oh yes, our turkey Mexi-Pie, and I'm just let it cool a little bit, about 10 minutes, and I'm going to take a nice little piece out. Oh, look at that cornmeal, how lovely that cooked. I put a little bit of cheese. Whoops. There we go. Get the tomatoes. Oh, yum. This smells wonderful. Wish you could be here to taste it. So we're going to just take a bite. Look how nicely that cornmeal cooked with the cheese in there. Get a little bit of meat and tomato. Got to get a little bit of everything on our fork to taste it. It's a little hot. That's good. That's delicious. I put just a little bit of the chili powder because we didn't want to make it too spicy. And it's really so flavorful. All the different flavors, the onion and the tomato and the cheese. I put extra cheese on the top, as you can see here in the center of my pie, so that would melt in there. Boy, you need to eat this with a spoon. This is delicious though. That's a nice little dish to take for somebody who isn't feeling well or just needs a little lift by having a very nourishing and yet comforting dinner. You could bring some corn chips and salsa with it or guacamole and have yourself a wonderful turkey Mexi-Pie. And you can find this recipe on my website, memorableFoodDishes.com. I hope you like it, and remember the best part, it's gluten-free. Nice crust. The crust actually has a little crunch to it. Try it. You're going to love it. Ciao.